Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm bringing you my August haul, which isn't actually that big. I am proud of myself. I have kind of curbed my spending a little bit where books are concerned, but with the amount of pre-orders I've got in September, that's not gonna last for next month, so we're gonna embrace the smaller August haul while it's here. So first up, I did get 3 audiobooks. So first up, I got Ship of Magic by Robin Hobb. If you've been watching my vlogs and my wrap up for last month, you'll know that I read Ship of Magic. I did borrow it from the library, but I did multimedia. I found it so much easier to listen along whilst reading, so I just picked up the audiobook. And I did really like the narrator, so I think I might continue doing that with the Robin Hobb books, but we'll see. And then the other 2 I did get on a 2-for-1 sale, so I always like to have a look, see what's on the 2-for-1 sale, and if there's anything that catches my eye, then I'll get it. I won't just get it for the sake of getting it, but I picked up To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini because I am so intrigued by this, but I refuse to buy a physical copy because have you seen the size of it? And if I don't like that, that is a huge book to either have to deal with having on my shelves or get rid of. So I thought the safest option is to just get the audiobook, and I've heard a few people say that the audiobook's really good, so I'll be reading it this way. And then the other one I got on the 2-for-1 sale was The Wolves of London by Mark Morris. This is the first book in the, I believe it's called the Obsidian Heart series. I actually did have the first 2 books of this series in physical copies, and I unhauled them without reading them because I'd had them for quite a while. I think I got them in Forbidden Planet for £1 each a couple of years back, and I just wasn't picking them up, but they did still interest me, but not enough to have physical copies. So I did say when I got rid of them that if I could either get it from the library or it come up on a Audible sale, then I would get it on the Audible sale, and it was on the 2-for-1 sale, and I was already gonna get To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, and there was nothing else on the 2-for-1 sale that caught my eye, so I thought, gonna get this audiobook and see what it's like. So they were the audiobooks. Now we'll move on to book box subscription books. So first up was the July Fairy Loot, which we got in the 1st or 2nd week of August, and that is 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. This edition is just absolutely stunning. It's got this gorgeous artwork, and it's just beautiful, and the book sounds really good, and I've seen quite a few people already giving it like high ratings, so fingers crossed I like it when I eventually get to it. Next up we have the August Illuma Crate, which literally come on the 31st of August, so it only just made this month's haul, and that is The Devil Makes 3 by Tori Bovalino. This edition is gorgeous. I love it. I had literally never heard of this book before, but it sounds really good. So let's hope I like it. But the edges are this gorgeous green colour. It's coming up like a blue. It's coming up close to my hair colour, but it's more of a green in person. But yes. Then we had the Fairy Loot Namesake by Adrienne Young. I got the, oh, look at those edges. I got the box that had Fable in, so I picked up the matching edition of the sequel, even though I have not yet read Fable. I'm hoping I like them both, but if not, these are quite sought after, so I'm going to have no issue getting someone to take them off my hands. But it's just this like purple underneath. It's gorgeous, and hopefully I will like it. And then this one is an Owl Crate book, but I did not purchase it from Owl Crate. I bought it secondhand off of someone who was selling the book on eBay, and that is This Poison Heart by Kaylin Bayron. This is one of my most anticipated books of the year, and I'm so excited to read it. Do you know what? Now I'm thinking about it, I think I need to put the Fairy Loot one on here as well, because I can't remember if I put the Fairy Loot one on my July haul. I can't remember when I got it, if it was in July or if it was in August, but just in case, I got the Fairy Loot one as well. I did buy this myself from Fairy Loot, but the reason I'm not sure is because basically the bottom tray of one of my TBR carts is for that month's haul, but my top tray is this month's TBR, and this is on my September TBR, so it's in the top tray, and I can't remember if I took it from the bottom tray or if I took it from somewhere else, but either way I got both editions. So yeah, so that was book boxes. There's not a lot. The August Fairy Loot just missed out on being included on this, which I'm gutted about because I want to show off the edition. But gifted, I was very lucky to win 2 ARCs over Yalk at Home, or At Home Yalk. So I won an ARC copy of Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. I have already read this and 5-star, absolutely love it. Cannot wait to own a finished copy because it's beautiful and I love it. So there was that, which I won in Bloomsbury's competition. And then I won an ARC of Twin Crowns, which is by Catherine Doyle and Catherine Webber. This isn't actually coming out till like May next year, and this I won from Electric Monkey. This is the red ARC. The ARCs came in 2 colours. I was low-key hoping for the green ARC, but I did the quiz where it finds out which like allegiance you have, and my allegiance is to Team Rose, which means I get the red one, and not Team Wren, which is the green one. But it doesn't matter, the inside is going to be the same. But I'm really excited to read this. I'm probably going to wait until a little bit closer to release date, just in case I absolutely love it and then I don't want to wait as long for the sequel. So, but I've got the ARC and I'm very excited for this. And I'm also very excited that my my At Home Yalk luck followed through from last year, because I won an ARC last year as well. And then the other book I was gifted was Evernight by Ross Mackenzie. This was gifted to me by Jamie, who's an absolute darling. I love you, Jamie. Thank you. The note actually made me like tear up. Congratulations on the 600 subscribers. Totally deserves. Can't wait to see you continue to grow your channel, from Jamie. Thank you so much, Jamie. You're a darling. I love you. Thank you. And I'm really excited to read this. This is a middle grade, and I'm thinking I might get this on my November TBR because Believeathon. But one thing about this, I really like that the windows are like foiled so that it looks like they're on if you shine the light on. It's a beautiful cover. So then the rest of the books on this are going to be books that I personally went out and bought just for the sake of buying. I do have reasons behind some of them. Some of them were just for the sake of buying. There are 2 pre-orders. So the first pre-order is As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. This is the 3rd book in the Good Girls Guide trilogy. It's hella chunky. I'm very excited to read this. This is going to be on my October TBR. A little sneak peek for you there. I cannot wait to read this. I'm going to be buddy reading this with Liv because we buddy read the 2nd book. And I'm just really excited to see how the series wraps up. So of course I pre-ordered it. And then the other pre-order was a bit of a blast from the past of my childhood. I pre-ordered Poison for Breakfast by Lemony Snicket. The Series of Unfortunate Events books were like one of my favourite series when I was a kid, and even when I was a teenager. And then it was the series I got my nephew to read. He borrowed my hardback editions and read the entire series. It took him a while, but he got there. And when I saw that Lemony Snicket was bringing out a new book, I 100% had to get it. And this is signed by the author. And it's like stamp dated and everything. And there's a little letter, which I'm not going to read what it says. I haven't even read it myself yet. But it's just making me think of the series of unfortunate events books, along with the fact that the design of the hardback is the exact same sort of design as my hardbacks of series of unfortunate events. So it's going to look so awesome next to them, although they are not currently on my shelves. They are in a storage box because I was running out of room. I have now run out of room completely, but we're not going to talk about that. But on the back of this, I'm not going to read you the whole blurb, but the first like line is like, this true story, as true as Lemony Snicket himself, because obviously Lemony Snicket is a pen name, that's not his actual name. But yeah, very excited to read this, and I don't think it's going to take me very long to read it. But yeah, so now we only have 4 books. I know, we're almost done. Like, what is this? So I did an order on Waterstones because I wanted to buy myself a copy of Adam 2 by Alistair Chisholm. I absolutely loved Orion Lost, so I'm very excited to read something else from the author, and it's got a signed book plate in there, so that's awesome. And then because I didn't want to pay for shipping, because why would we pay for shipping when we can just buy more books, I put The Forest of Ghosts and Bones by Lisa Ledecky on here. I really enjoyed this author's duology, A Shiver of Snow and Sky and A Storm of Ice and Stars, I think. I really enjoyed that duology. It was a really good duology, and I completely forgot that there was another book out, and it wasn't until, now this was perfect timing, my friend Liz put in our group chat about Lisa Ledecky's new book that's coming out, I think October, November time. And it reminded me that I still hadn't picked up a copy of this. So I pre-ordered that and put this on my order. So yeah, I'm maybe gonna put this on my October. I have so many like spooky-ish type books that I want to put on my October TBR, and I just don't think they're all gonna get on there, to be honest. But I really hope I enjoy this as much as I did her other duology. And then the final book I got on that order was Fear Street, The Beginning by R.L. Stine. This is the bind up of the first 4 books: The New Girl, The Surprise Party, The Overnight and Missing. And I was obsessed with point horror books when I was a kid. Probably explains a lot about me now, but that's what I used to read when I was a kid. But R.L. Stine obviously wrote a lot of point horror books, and I'm not sure if these actually were on point horror, but I am sure I read one of the Fear Street books, but I cannot remember which one. But I feel like I'll know when I do read it. But I decided to get this bind up because I want to read them all, because it's going to take me back to my like childhood years of reading these books. And I really like this new cover, even if it's a bigger paperback, which is very frustrating. Look. But I think I made a grave error, because I looked on Goodreads and there are over 50 books in the Fear Street series. I'm pretty sure they all follow different characters, so they can all be read as standalones, but that's not the point. You know, they best make these covers for all of those volumes, because otherwise I'm going to be sad. But yeah, another set of spooky books. And then the final book on this haul was sort of an impulse buy. I just sort of like bought it, and that's It Goes Like This by Miel Morland. This was an accidental find, and hopefully possibly one of the greatest finds. I had literally just finished reading If This Gets Out, which is about a boy band where one of the members is being forced to keep the fact he's gay a secret, and his best friend in the band is starting to think he might have feelings. His straight best friend is starting to think he has feelings for him and is starting to question his sexuality, and things happen, and it's really cute and I love it. And their management are horrible. I hate their management. And I just finished it, and I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw someone talking about this book, It's basically a girl band where two of the members have a little fling. So for the, I know I don't usually read synopsis, but I'm going to read you out the one for this because I'm so excited for this book. Eva, Celeste, Gina and Steph used to think their friendship was unbreakable. After all, they've been through a lot together, including the astronomical rise of Moonlight Overthrow, the world-famous queer pop band they formed in middle school, never expecting to headline anything bigger than the county fair. But after a sudden falling out leads to the dissolution of the teens band, their friendship, and Eva and Celeste's starry-eyed romance, nothing is the same. Gina and Celeste step further into the spotlight, Steph disappears completely, and Eva, heartbroken, takes refuge as a songwriter and secret online fangirl of her own band. That is until a storm devastates their hometown, bringing the four ex-best friends back together. As they prepare for one last show, they'll discover whether growing up always means growing apart. I need this. I found my niche. I think my niche is books about bands where two of the members fall for each other. I think this might be my new niche, because it makes me feel like I'm reading fan fiction, but it's actually published, like traditionally published, like fiction and not fan fiction. And I read fan fiction so quickly that sometimes I just need something that feels like fan fiction, even if it's not. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. And the moment I saw it, I literally did not even hesitate. I went straight onto Amazon and bought myself it. No regrets. No regrets. But that was my August haul. I'm quite impressed with how small it was. That's not what she said. But if you've read any of these and you think I should prioritise them, let me know. I have an idea about a few of them. Obviously Defy the Night has already been read, so that doesn't count. And This Poison Heart is on my TBR for this month, so that doesn't count. But anything else is sort of like fair game. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.